Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Adventures in Votech. I'm your host, Ed0626, bringing you some Battlefield 1 on Suez with my buddy WhatGrenadeWhere. For this game I was using a new weapon. I was using this gun called the Salabastard 1906, I think it was called, and it was to get 300 kills to get another version of it, which is absolute shit. So I kind of wasted all that time on the medic class using it or whatever, so wasn't super happy about it, but doesn't matter. Anyway, today's topic in our ever-growing series, so to speak, and actually, now that I think about it, we're coming on the last few episodes now. Like, including this episode, we have 3 episodes left. So after this, we'll have 2 more, and then of course it'll be the series finale of this YouTube series I've been giving out to you guys the last few months. So today's topic revolves around what I call a carnival. I call it a carnival because it was kind of like it kind of had like a carnival-esque feel or a fair type of feel. I don't know. It was kind of like where the last week of Votech they would give us some sort of I don't know. It was like a cross between a carnival, a block party, all that type of shit. There would be food. People would be serving burgers. They would be serving pork roll sandwiches. If you don't know what pork roll is, you know, come live in New Jersey and taste it. It's freaking heaven. You know, pork roll, cheese, hot dogs, that type of stuff. And granted, a lot of this was like, this also took place at like 8 something, 9 something in the morning. So they had to do this twice because it was a morning class and an afternoon class. And they would just have games, like they'd have a dunk tank. There would be people would be playing basketball. I would watch them play pickup street basketball games or whatever. Because you know, me being the unathletic motherfucker I am, I would just sit there and watch and be entertained. Of course, after a while, the games would kind of get a little boring because people would leave and do shit, and the games would just kind of die off. That type of thing. You know, it was actually kind of weird because one of them actually happened to fall on my birthday, which is June 26th. So for whatever reason, Votech was going into an extra week, I guess. Like, it was kind of going into a week after I ended school, like real school. I don't know what particular year this was, if it was my first or second year that it fell on my birthday. But whatever it is, it happened to fall on my birthday. And I remember, for whatever reason, I was completely miserable. Reason being was because I had never been to any type of school-esque thing on my birthday. That's why I call it the best birthday ever, because it's literally right after school. The summer's just starting to pick up. You know, it's that great weather, all that type of stuff. And I didn't want to go, and I wasn't happy about it at first. But then I kind of got over it. But for whatever reason, I was in some sort of really weird teenage mood swing. And I was completely miserable that entire time. Of course, I still ate the food and all that shit. I was still conversating with the few people I considered friends. All that type of shit. But whatever reason, I was still pissed. I was pissed off. I was sad. I don't know. I found it hard to be relatively happy in that scenario. I don't know why. I don't know what came over me, but it just happened. So I think the next, pretty much it's the same thing for 2 years. You know, once you do it once, you kind of know what it's coming up, you know, again, because it really doesn't change. You know, the next year it's the same thing. You know, there's food being grilled, or food on the grill. There's drinks. I think there was a slushy machine, I think, once. The slushies were pretty good. You know, that type of stuff. It was kind of, you know, it was, I don't know which time I had more fun on. I really don't remember what year was which kind of sucks. You know, it really is irking me that I don't remember what year was which, so I could, you know, help, you know, spell it out, so to speak, better. But it was still a cool, you know, overall, despite that one time me being a moody fuck, it was still a pretty cool experience. You know, it's not something I thought they would do. Because usually I thought, you know, the worst case scenario is we would have to cook all the food and shit, you know, which doesn't happen. Actually, there was this one time where we went to a different nearby, there was another one nearby, another vocational school. I forgot what area it was in New Jersey. Like, there was one for a certain thing, and then there was another one. The one that we went to for like a field trip type of thing, we didn't even they didn't have a culinary program. I don't know why I stuttered there. They didn't have a culinary program, which was kind of weird because I figured they would. So we had to come in and be bussed in with all the food and shit. I think they had all the food, and then we were responsible for cooking it all. So we were sitting there in the hot heat with our chef coats on and all that shit, and we're cooking all these food for all these people that we don't even know. I think a few of them knew a few. I think a few people knew each other, but it was kind of yeah, a few people knew each other, but other than that, no one knew a soul there. So for me, it was kind of just awkward, kind of boring at the same time, because, you know, it wasn't ours, first of all, so it wasn't as much fun. We were working it, you know. It kind of sucks that they couldn't get anybody else, like a teacher or something, to, you know, get out a grill and grill shit. But, you know, I think in the end it was more food for us anyway, because I think whatever they didn't eat, we got to eat. So that was always a plus. It was always a plus for us in Votech, because whatever people... did I just kill him with a medical syringe? Wow. I fucked somebody. That's like the... I don't know. That's the second time that I know of that I've killed somebody with a medical syringe. It's actually fucking hysterical, to be honest with you. One of the funniest things to do in this game. It's like getting killed with a defibrillator in Battlefield 4, but you're getting killed with a needle. Really funny. But, yeah, so the great thing about Votech is whatever food people didn't finish is what we ate. So we would get to eat that food that we cooked or whatever. So that was always a cool thing. Sort of. I think we did that twice too. Yeah, then when it came to hours, it was kind of like, oh, we didn't even have to wear chef coats or nothing, because it was the last week of Votech. Nobody really gave a fuck. We would usually spend those last 2 weeks cleaning the equipment for the next year anyway. So when it was a nice break for us to have, you know what I mean? It was overall, you know, pretty cool stuff. You know, I would even talk with a few people. Like I said before, I would even talk with a few people I knew there. You know, but you know, with all this being said, it's really kind of hard to describe it, so to speak, because I remember they had dunk tank. I remember they had all this stuff like the slushy machine. You know, they had the basketball nets set up. You know, but it still confuses me. Was it like a carnival, or was it like a fair? Was it just a barbecue or a cookout or whatever? You know, I think it was just a barbecue in the end, but it was kind of like a mix of several different things. And all in all, it was still pretty cool. So with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Adventures in Votech. We're coming in on the final episode, which is very unfortunate because I have enjoyed making this series for you guys. So thank you all once again for supporting it. Have you ever been a part of like a family, or not a family cookout, but like a business cookout or some sort of cookout at school or whatever? And any cool stories you all want to leave in the comments section, by all means, go ahead and do that. But that's it for me. As you can see, I think I got the most revives from my team because I'm the best fucking medic in Battlefield. So I'll see you guys on the next episode. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.